What's up, Giants? Today I'm going to be talking about exactly why school sucks. Keep in mind, most of these scenarios are from high school, but I'm going to be using college ones as well. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video. So the first one off the list, we got classes. Now, let me make something crystal clear. I mean, if you chilling with your boys or you trying to mac at a shorty, that's not that bad. But that's about it. Like, they had us up in there doing do-nows. Now, if you don't know what a do-now is, do-nows are basically little assignments that the teacher would give us right before the actual classwork. Now, mind you, this would be for, like, damn near every class, including, like, chess club or, like, music production. And even the classes themselves, like, they be like, yo, you need math because it's going to help you with the real world. When is the Pythagorean theorem going to help me with the real world? Like, do y'all not understand the bozo activity that happens within these schools? I'm going to give another example. I remember they used to have us up in there doing college essays. Now, you see, your boy didn't really like school anyways. I thought that initially, okay, in order to be successful, you have to have college as a mandatory way of being successful. In 12th grade, that realization really hit me because I'm like, yo, how are all these YouTubers making like probably 10 times more than my favorite teacher or my worst teacher, and I'm up in here learning about college essays? Bro, gym class be the only one that you really can't fail. You know it's high school, so depending if my class starts at 6 in the morning so I can play some basketball, or if my class is at 4th period, I'm gonna wait until it's 10 o'clock and then I'm gonna bust some ass in basketball. Don't get me started on the test, my boy. Don't let me get started. Either it's one of two things. You got the test where they didn't teach any of this and they're just throwing it at you, which is when you had like a friend or whatever that you could usually copy off of, because if you didn't, you were failing. The second kind of tests were mostly the multiple choice ones. Now those, you could usually, like me, I usually hit him with the B-C strat, where I would like mostly choose C, and then with certain questions I would choose B, and when B really did make sense, I would just choose A. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. It's like Apex aim, bro. And with classes, it came grades, and grades were a bitch and a half. I don't know if YouTube really want me cursing on here, obviously like a drunken sailor, but yeah, grades were not it. If you didn't have those A's and B's, nah, screw that, just A's, that belt was definitely about to feel like Ghost Rider's whip, or with my lucky RNG, yelling of a lifetime. And to top it all off, you got teachers telling you you won't amount to anything just because of your grades. And that actually segues into our next point, which is teachers. Okay, so you would think, since they're just human beings, like you and me, that they would treat other students with the same respect, right? Well, not necessarily. It's this half-ass respect. And let me be clear, it's not all teachers, but a good majority of them do this. I'll give an example. So you know how teachers give you assigned seats, right? So I was seated right next to 3 girls, and it was stupid because every time they talked, they was cool. Every time I talked, I got in trouble, even though we was all giggling and laughing together. And mind you, we was still doing the work. But some teachers will pick on you because the sky's gray and pluck reasons from the ground to show somehow that you made the sky gray. Another example we gonna use is lateness. Let's say you didn't get a good night's rest yesterday. Not because you had the choice, but just because something happened at home. So you pull up to school 30 minutes to maybe an hour late. Now the teacher looking at you with googly eyes, wondering why you're so late, just so they can embarrass you right in front of the class. They don't try to talk to you on their own time. And even if they do, sometimes they still don't understand the situation. And it's like, where's all the empathy for the child that has to go through all of these different challenges that the child, considering that it could be from kindergarten to 12th grade, not being understood by a full-fledged adult. Which brings me to my next point, time management. Now, I'm all for time management because it helps you organize exactly what you have to get done. But we not gonna sit here and act like school don't take away all your free time. Like, first off, school started for me at 7 o'clock in the morning and then finished at 3:30 in the afternoon. Keep in mind, I was a student without after-school activities. Homebody. Now, yes, your boy still did go to the park every now and then, but I was making sure most days to go home straight to the game. The time it took to get home would be an hour, so I'd probably come home at like 4:30. And then you still got to take into account that you still got to do homework. If homework was heavy, then you was probably finishing at 11. If homework was light, probably like 9. However, that's me though. Imagine a student that has band practice after school, or they play on a basketball team. Half of them want to be there, half of them are forced to be there. So let's say they get home around 7. Like, when are they going to get time to do what they want to do? Because afterwards, they still have to do homework. I'm going to use this final example for the video. That example being getting the classes on time. Gym is located on the first floor, right? And classes are all located on the third floor. And you only had 2 minutes to make it to your next class. Now, there's only 2 reasons you probably made it to your next class on time. Number 1 being you probably didn't do much, or you barely did anything gym class, which I understand. Gym ain't for everybody, The second reason being that you was Usain Bolt. Like, hypersonic. I don't know what to call you, bro. Like, you somehow have the audacity to truck all the way upstairs just to be the first one in class after a 45-minute game. Crazy. Like, obviously, I got to use the rag, wipe myself off. I had to switch back into uniform because our principal set a rule that we can't be in basketball shorts during class. Change my shirt, and even then, I'm still tired after the game. Like, but that's it. That was a doozy. God damn it. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me how you feel. And with that, I'm Goliath, and I'm out. Peace!